Pretty cool moment there prior to the start of tonight's contest as the sound system here at Dakota malfunctioned and the two teams took it upon themselves to sing our national anthem. Cool way to kick off things here tonight from Dakota High School. I'm Brad Fetters for Chippewa Valley Cable as we welcome you inside our coverage tonight of this varsity girls basketball game between the Chippewa Valley Big Reds and the home team, the Dakota Cougars. Let's meet tonight's starters. First for Jackie Maurer and the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. It'll be number 2, Paige Marana. Number 4, Ariana Walker. Number 10, Grace Gutman. Number 15, Aaliyah Williams. And number 22, Anshul Watson. And for the Dakota Cougars, under the guidance of their head coach, Phil McCune, who's in his 18th season at the helm of Dakota, it'll be number 5, Simone Andrews. Number 11, Ella Berger. Number 12, Marissa Toko. Number 31, senior captain Tamaya Townsell. And number 32, senior captain Hannah Toutant. Marissa Toko, also one of the tri-captains for the Cougars this season, who welcomed 2 major parts of this lineup back into action this year as they were without Ella Berger and Townsell for most of last season. It was a difficult season for the Cougars a year ago that saw them go 4-12 and 0-10 in MAC Red play and have gotten off to a good start. They're 1-0 on the young season with a very impressive 65-49 victory on the road against the Romeo Bulldogs. As for the Chippewa Valley Big Reds, they come in play tonight 0-2 with home losses to Marysville and Sterling Heights Stevenson. So looking to get on track here tonight on the road are the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. They are clad in their red road unis with white numerals. The Dakota Cougars clad in gray. Nearly set to go. Officials going to talk things over prior to the tip. It'll be Toutant to tip things off in the circle here for the Cougars against Anshul Watson. Watson, only a freshman. This is a very young Big Red squad, only 4 seniors, 8 juniors, 1 sophomore, and a freshman. We mentioned Watson, the lone freshman for the Big Reds, who return only 4 players from last year's varsity roster. 8 minutes up on the big board. Here we go. First broadcast of the season. And Toutant going to win the tap. It'll be the Big Reds at control. They'll go left to right across your screens. Marana has it. She's the point guard, so a lot of action late in the season for head coach Jackie Maurer. As Maurer really had to juggle her lineups due to the COVID. She had 3 guards late in the season. Had to be quarantined, and it gave Marana a little bit of an opportunity, and she took advantage of it. Ella Berger, the most dangerous player on the court for both teams, goes up with the bunny, misses, gets her own rebound. Toutant shovels one out to Toko. Toko looking to go inside to Townsell, lost control of the basketball. She turns things over. Big Reds looking to break out. A little bit of full court pressure applied by the Cougars. Marana took a spill, but she was able to get it up ahead to Gutman. And now we're going to get a foul called against the Cougars. Marana wanted a foul call in the backcourt, and she took a bit of a body, took a spill, no call. And right away, the Cougars are going to put 2 bodies on Marana. They're trying to take her away and really sort of ice any sort of offense that Chippewa Valley is going to get. We're going to get a carry call, a double dribble against Marana. Another quick turnover there by the Big Reds. Possession of the basketball over to the Cougars. 57 seconds gone by, first quarter of play. So glad you decided to tune us in here tonight for this rivalry matchup. Quick toss inside and an easy lay-in for one of those tri-captains. Hannah Toutant opens up the scoring, and the Cougars lead 2-0. Foul call against Townsell. her first. You see that big knee brace on her leg. Required surgery a year ago, and according to her head coach, Phil McCune, she's about 75 or 80%, not a full 100%, but he hopes by the time the new year rolls around, she will be 100% good to go. A terrific defensive player is Townsell, and somebody to pay attention to tonight in the blocks for Dakota. Three-point try was no good. Possession will stay with the Big Reds. They trail 2-0, 6:38 left to go, first quarter of play. They triggered into the corner, pass inside, intercepted. Ella Berger looking to break out, a little 2-on-1 underhand pass, gets the rebound, goes up strong with it, no good. It'll be Miranda that comes out with it and immediately draws that double team. She's able to pass out of it. Walker falls down around mid-court, and her pass goes out of bounds as she was looking to get it over to Gutman. Into the corner, triple try, short. Toutant had the rebound momentarily, but instead it'll be Chippewa Valley that comes away with it. Gutman, only a sophomore. She yo-yos the basketball, gets a little bit of a screen, fights through some traffic. Berger comes away with the steal. Berger goes up strong, underhand lay-in, no good. Townsell with the offensive rebound. She draws contact and will shoot two. Foul against Walker, her first team foul. Townsell drains the first. Toes the stripe. Dribbles the ball, spins it, fires it off the back iron. A battle for that loose ball, and it'll be Townsell that comes away with it. Andrews down to the floor, draws two bodies, and we'll have a timeout called by Coach McCune. 30-second timeout to retain possession, so his team will talk things over. We mentioned Dakota 1-0 after their victory over Romeo, 65-49, and that's more typical of a Cougar team. Lots of points. That's kind of been the MO for as long as Coach McCune's been here. He's had some really good shooters and some lockdown defense, and obviously that was the case last week against Romeo. Dakota also had their game against Berkeley canceled, so only one game played for the Cougars. So they're up 3-0, 5:39 left to go. Berger will inbound this basketball directly in front of us. We're high atop the gymnasium here at Dakota High School. Looking to go inside to Toutant. She draws a double team, tapped out of bounds, and they'll say last touch by the Cougars. A little bit of 1-2-2 pressure applied, and look out. Gutman was looking up and had the ball stripped out of her pocket there by Berger. You obviously have to know where Ella Berger is at all times on the defensive end. She missed most of last season as well with injury. So arguably the two best Cougars from a year ago both go down early in the first couple of games of the year, and Cougars played short-handed and really took their lumps last year and hope to improve upon that record, and they obviously will. This is going to be a team that will contend for the MAC Red title this year. Going up strong, no good. Toutant rips it down. She'll be going to Lake Superior State next year on a full ride academics and an athletic scholarship for Hannah Toutant. This time it's Townsell with the offensive rebound as the Cougars using their size right now to win all those battles on the boards. So they're going to get Toutant, I believe, 32 White, the foul. He didn't put it up on the big board, but it's sure what it sounded like the referee called out. Cross-court pass, tiptoeing the sideline. That ball's tipped, so it will not be an over and back. So it will stay with Chippewa Valley, and they'll trigger right in front of their visitors' bench. Marana crosses over, uses a little bit of a spin move to create some separation, and she turns it over. Toko, terrific bounce pass. Berger separating herself from the defender and hitting. 3 different Cougars have scored. They're up 7-0. 4:04 left to go, opening quarter of play. Baseball pass up ahead. Williams goes up with it and scores. First big red bucket of the night belongs to Aaliyah Williams. 7-2 your score. Toko catches, immediately throws one inside. And going up with a jump shot, tie-up foul. Hack on the arm, the call. And Townsend will go right back to the line. Nope. I'm going to say the foul occurred on the floor prior to the shot attempt. So it'll be Berger to toss one in. Terrific set as Townsend picks up her 4th and 5th points of the night. Tap out of bounds. Toutant with the back tap. Gutman being harassed by Townsend. A little give and go, but the pass is picked off by Toko. Berger looking to break out. She dribbles, crosses over, pulls up, jumper off the back heel. No good. Townsend comes down with the offensive rebound. And Townsend, after missing most of last season, you can tell she's got some energy, she's got some juice, and she's displaying both of those attributes here tonight. First freebie is good. Townsend's second falls as well. She's quickly up to 7 points. Cougar lead now up to 9, 11-2. Full court pressure. Gutman able to dribble out of it. Goes up ahead with the outlet pass to Watson. Splits a couple defenders. Gets her own rebound. Goes up with the jumper. No good. Andrews comes down with the defensive rebound. Up ahead to Berger. Flips one up and in. 4 quick points now for Berger, and now we're going to get a little nickel dimer on Toko. 3 fresh players coming into the game for head coach Phil McCune. Gracie Maloney, Tambry Williams, and Carly Moran. Moran comes in and gets that defensive rebound. She looks up ahead. Outlet pass. Rebound on the offensive side by Williams. Unable to connect, however. Nearly stolen by Andrews. Up ahead. Bounce pass. No good. Moran able to tiptoe the sideline. Terrific bounce pass right into the hands of Berger, who makes good on that layup attempt. All kinds of pressure now being applied by the Cougars. Finally able to break it, but the Big Reds traveled. Costly turnovers on the offensive end has extended this Cougar lead now, 15-2. Berger with 6 points, Townsend with 7, the big 2 thus far for the Cougars. Andrews over to Berger, inside, terrific look, comes up short, follows up the miss with another miss. Iron unkind there for Williams as she finally has her shot blocked. They come together, she's just gonna roll one up to the top of the key, and turnover by the Cougars. So that size really an issue right now for Chippewa Valley, as they have unable to counter anything that Williams and Townsville have done on the glass. May Franzoni, one of those 8 seniors for Dakota, into the game. She replaces Simone Andrews. Tough shot off the side of the backboard there for Berger. A little bit of a hesitation when she went up with that jumper. Gracie Maloney into the paint. She gets knocked down, no call. Berger takes it. Takes a step back 3, no good. And once again, Williams able to track down that loose ball rebound. Berger at the top. Over to Moran, 3 on the way, good. Carly Moran with the tray. 18-2 now your lead. Stepping in front of that pass, Maloney unable to pick it off, but she deflected it out of bounds, so possession over to Chippewa Valley. Marana along with Gutman. Gutman has it, and she stepped on the sideline. Frustration really starting to set in now for Chippewa Valley. MAC crossover matchup here in the early part of the season. I mentioned Dakota playing out of the MAC red. Their mainstays at the top spot within the Macomb Area Conference. Chippewa Valley going to play out of the blue once again this season. And a little bit of a hesitation results in a double dribble. Same look to the MAC red this season with Dakota, Eisenhower, both Grosse Pointe schools, south and north, as well as both Port Huron schools. Tough division. You know you're playing good basketball if you're able to win a league title in the MAC red. I mentioned Dakota off of that 1-0 start. The rest of the MAC red pretty much 1-1. Grosse Pointe South's 0-1. Eisenhower's 1-2. Both Port Huron schools as well as Grosse Pointe North with 1-1 records. 30 seconds now left to go, first quarter of play. All Dakota here in the early parts. Maloney goes up with a shot, no good. Was looking for the bank shot. And once again, Dakota comes down with it. Williams wide open, count it, and the foul. She'll look to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Tambry Williams, only a sophomore, folks. She is a terrific spark plug off the bench. Aaliyah Williams back into the game for Chippewa Valley. Anshel Watson will take a seat. Williams' freebie is good, so she does, in fact, complete the three-point play. 21-2. Chippewa Valley going to have to hurry, and instead they turn it over in the backcourt. Williams gets the offensive rebound. No good on the shot, and beating the buzzer is Angela Petrovic with the two-point bucket. She is the sixth Cougar to score in the quarter, and they are up big, 23-2 over Chippewa Valley. Big Reds going to have to go back to the drawing board and come up with something a little bit different, as they have been unable to beat the full court pressure that Dakota has applied here in the early goings. So we mentioned the MAC Red. Let's take a look at how the MAC Blue will shake out this year. And at the very top of the MAC Blue this year will be two very tough teams, Warren Cousino and Fraser. Both of those schools off to perfect 2-0 starts. Then you have the two St. Clair Shore schools, Lakeshore 1-1 in the early goings, Lakeview 0-1. Lance Cruz is the other team that makes up the MAC Blue this season, and they have dropped their only contest of the season. Things really don't get much easier for Chippewa Valley. they're going to have to return home for their next game. That one will be next week, and that'll be a game we'll have right here on Chippewa Valley Cable, a home matchup against Utica Ford. And Ford off to a red-hot, perfect start, 3-0. So that, as I mentioned, will be right here on Chippewa Valley Cable. So if you're a fan of the Big Reds, you'll have plenty of time to see them in action. Opening broadcast of the season, plenty of opportunities to see both of your Chippewa Valley schools in action, boys and girls basketball all season long. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, Chippewa Valley Sports. Subscribe to the channel and get notifications on when all of our programming is available to you online on YouTube. Williams in the corner, flips one up top, looking to go back inside, and stepping on the end line, Carly Moran. So turnover basketball now back over the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. This backcourt of Marana and Gutman have had their difficulties. Not as much pressure this time by Dakota, able to get it over the timeline. Marana gets a screen, dribbles around it. He's trying to pass it inside to Watson, who finds herself surrounded by 3 Cougars. Up ahead to Maloney. Too easy right now for the Dakota Cougars. So Dakota backs off that full court pressure. Watson floats one up, draws contact. Will shoot 2 free throws. 25-2 your score, 7:04 left to go, first half of play. Anchel Watson, just a freshman. We mentioned just 4 seniors on the roster for Chippewa Valley, 8 juniors and 1 sophomore. And then Anchel Watson, the lone freshman on this Chippewa Valley squad. Watson unable to hit on either attempt. It'll be Maloney up ahead. Drop pass to Moran. Triple try. She rings it up. Moran off the bench with 6 points. Some red hot shooting from distance. As Marana pulls up, able to spin out, gets a little bit of a screen and dribbled herself right into a double team and tried to roll one in deep. And now Coach McCune going to bring his starters back out. So just a brief break for them as they have watched this lead swell up now to 26. 28-2 your score. So really a nice lift from the bench players there. And there's another 3 try, just short. Offensive rebound by Berger. Toko has it, goes up top. There's another 3 attempt, no good. And Chippewa Valley will wisely allow that ball to go over the end line. So an empty trip there for the Cougars, but some good looks from distance. Marana gonna walk things up and over the half-court stripe. Gutman in this corner, look out, that's a tough spot to be. You don't want to pick up your dribble there. Marana's shot falls short. Berger looking to press up ahead. Whoa, good court vision. What a pass. Give Berger the dime as Andrews is able to complete it. Cross-court pass in and off the hands of Williams and out of bounds. Berger coming off a terrific performance in that win over Romeo. She had 22 points, including 16 in the first half. She ended up outscoring the Bulldogs 16-14 in the first half of play. She is as good as advertised, folks, as Andrews walks in front of that pass, comes away with the steal and the easy lay-in. Everything going right tonight for the Cougars. Gutman, she eyes the three. In and out, tough luck miss there for Gutman. Offensive rebound by Stokes. Crystal Stokes seeing some action now. She wears 3 in red for Chippewa Valley. 32-2 your score, under 5 minutes left now, second quarter of play. Bullet pass inside to Tant, draws contact, she'll shoot 2. 8 different Cougars now have factored into the scoring. Maloney's got 2, Andrews has 4, Berger with 6, Moran with 6, Petrovich with 2, Townsend with 7 to lead all scorers. Hannah Toutant has a deuce, and Williams has 3. Loaded roster for the Cougars. With those injuries, some role players really played a lot of minutes last year for head coach Phil McCune. And now you add in a healthy Ella Berger and Tamia Townsell, and this is a Cougar team that will be back near the top of the MAC Red standings after an 0-10 season a year ago. 3 on the way, Marana, no good. And nobody wanted to grab that loose ball, so it'll sail out of bounds. Possession to Dakota. Andrews pulls up, quick pass to Townsell. Townsell was looking to fire one over to Toko. Toko family synonymous with basketball here at Dakota. Marana walks it across that Cougar logo at midcourt. Gutman up top to the key, going up strong with the attempt was Watson. Watson, that strong post presence inside for Chippewa Valley. Alexis Oltersdorf getting ready to check in. Oltersdorf, a junior. And once again, Watson unable to connect on either one of her free throw attempts. Four minutes left to go, first half of play. Up top to Oltersdorf. Will defer to Andrews. Long three-pointer from the parking lot's no good. And instead, it'll be Berger with a short little jumper. 35-2. 3:35 left to go, second quarter of play. Driving inside is Crystal Stokes, draws contact, and now she will shoot two. They'll get Oltersdorf for the foul. Tegan Malloy takes off her warm-up. She's getting ready to check into the game for Dakota. Stokes first is good. Kind roll off the front iron. So Malloy replaces Toko. Stokes with a couple of short dribbles and misses off the front iron. Simone Andrews changes directions, looks up court, fires inside, was somehow able to get that pass in between a couple big reds, and Toutant with the bucket. 37-4. Marana's three is good. That's a big bucket from a big-time playmaker. Little crossover dribble by Andrews. Finds Berger. Her three is good. She answers right back. Give Berger 5 points in this quarter. 11 points now in the game for the senior captain. And she comes away with the steal. Little 3-on-1 if they hurry. Berger's going to go in alone and using a little English to spin that ball in. What a first half for Ella Berger. She's going to be a dominating force this season. Coming off that 22-point performance against Romeo. Oh, what a crossover dribble. And then a little bit of a look back and now a hand clap. 9 points in the quarter for Ella Berger. 15 in the game, has nearly matched her first half total from their win against Romeo, as it is all Cougars all the time here, 44-6. What an offensive outburst tonight for Dakota. So we mentioned Chippewa Valley will return home to take on Ford in their next contest. During the holiday break, Dakota will square off with Midland. They'll take on Utica, South Lyon East, as well as Northville. And those will be the contests that'll be played between now and the holiday break. Our next broadcast of this Cougar team will take place on January 4th against Ford. Oltersdorf up top. Petrovic had it, gets it right back. They rotated around the perimeter. Three, in and out and back down. Oltersdorf with a kind roll off the iron, and everybody getting involved in the scoring here tonight. And then looking for the answer, short. Tracked down by Moran. She changes direction. Moran looks inside as that pass intercepted momentarily, and Petrovic now has it for the Cougars, saving that possession. She crosses over Morana. As that ball tipped and into the bench there, possession will stay with Dakota. Moran, Petrovic, catching it is Williams, and she'll shoot two. Walker and King, the defenders on that play. We'll wait to see who they call the foul on. And it looks like it'll be Ariana Walker. And I'll say the foul occurred on the floor. It'll be the sixth team foul against Chippewa Valley, so 1-1 the rest of the way, and we'll get a travel call now on Dakota. Chippewa Valley without the services of junior T.C. Smith tonight. She was on crutches during the pregame, and that's a tough loss for Chippewa Valley here to start the season, as they were really relying on T.C. Smith to apply some post presence, an inside game for the Big Reds. Approaching the 1 minute remaining mark of the first half of play. Williams catches, and so Dakota really spreading the wealth around. 9 different Cougars now have scored. Little Bunny's no good. Savannah King had it ripped away. Tambry Williams. She immediately goes front iron to front iron, put up her hand. She wanted to throw in deep. Instead, the shot will come from the outside. Petrovic no good, and now stepping on the baseline is Carly Moran. Olivia Goralski now into the game, number 11, her first action. From Chippewa Valley. Goralski had her shot blocked, gets it right back. Gonna have to hurry here in order to beat the game clock. It's down to 2 seconds, and now we got a tie up. Possession arrow will stay with Chippewa Valley. 1.4, so it's gonna have to be a quick catch and shoot. And that will not happen. Petrovic's three-quarter court heave is no good, but what an impressive first half of play by the home team. The Dakota Cougars out in front big as the two teams will head to the locker rooms with Dakota in front, 47-6. We'll take a quick break here on Chippewa Valley Cable, but when we come back, the start of the second half of play. Welcome back inside Dakota High School. Girls varsity basketball. Opening broadcast of the season. And it's been all home team here tonight. Dakota Cougars out in front 47-6 over their arch rivals, the Big Reds from Chippewa Valley High School. Ella Berger led all scorers in that first half with 15. Mia Townsell chipped in 7. Moran was 6 off the bench. Toko's 3, no good. Toutant comes down with the offensive rebound. Has it now. Toko into the corner. 3 on the way for Berger, no good. Going up for it is Toutant, battling inside along with Crystal Stokes. Stokes getting the start here in the second half. One of the players that did not start in the starting lineup tonight for Chippewa Valley that finds herself in here in the second half. And a Toutant. All kinds of experience and size down low. Picks up the bucket. A little 2-3 zone now being played defensively for Dakota. Jumper no good. Toutant rips down the defensive board. Gives it off to Andrews. Andrews brings the ball up the floor. Crosses over to her defender. Gives over to Berger. Cross-court pass to Townsell. Townsell misses short. Off of her and out of bounds. Chippewa Valley basketball. Running clock now with this 43-point lead. So even when the ball goes out of bounds, foul calls, clock will just continue to run. Chippewa Valley goes back up top. Marana, she knocked down a 3. She has 3 of the Big Red's 6 points. Marana, those 3, Stokes with 1, and Williams with 2. Up ahead, Berger goes up strong. Coasts in for the layup. Chippewa Valley really has not had any sort of answer for the senior captain, Ella Berger, here tonight. Quick pass inside, one of the better offensive sets tonight for Chippewa Valley. Unfortunately for them, they were unable to cash in. Toko inside, Toutant with the bounce pass, has it stripped. Good individual effort by Toutant. And she'll go to the line to shoot 2. You can see that clock just continue to drip down. 45-point lead for Dakota. We have really seen some high-powered offenses in this gymnasium for both the boys and girls teams here at Dakota. Coach McCune's really had some sharp shooters throughout the year. 53-6 now, 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Dakota sticking and staying with that zone defense, and it results in a turnover. Simone Andrews up ahead, pull-up three on its way, no good. Tapped around as Berger takes a spill. And I'll say possession will go to Chippewa Valley. They'll bring in Savannah King. She'll be the lone sub into the game for Chippewa Valley. She replaces Watson. And now wholesale changes coming up for Dakota, as they'll bring 5 fresh players into the game, and it'll be a 5-for-5 change for Dakota. Moran, Petrovic, the 2 guards up top. Maloney, Williams, and Franzoni, the forwards on the floor for Dakota. Petrovic, good ball fake, over to Moran. Moran's already rung up a couple triples, and now we got a foul inside. Maloney went up strong. She'll shoot a couple. Ariana Walker, the guilty party there. That'll be Walker's 3rd personal foul. Maloney misses the first. Makes the second, so a split at the line for Maloney. 7-0 run to start this fourth quarter of play for Dakota. Marana over to Gutman. Gutman gets it right back. They swing it around the perimeter once again. Gutman eyes a 3. Ooh, in and out. Tough luck miss. Iron unkind that time for the sophomore. Cougars looking to dump it down inside. They will find Williams right in the middle of the paint. Outside, Deuce, no good. Maloney with the miss. Gutman has it now. She'll walk it up the floor. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Gutman has it right in front of her bench. Holds that ball up high. Thinking about the 3. Gutman draws a double team. Back up top. Over to Stokes. She drives in, floats one up, no good. Battle for that loose ball is controlled by Maloney. Up ahead to Petrovic. Was looking to dump it inside to Williams, and instead it's intercepted. Gutman on the charge, and finally she'll pull up and await her 4 trailing teammates. Catching it at the free throw line. Good pass inside to Walker. No hesitation that time offensively for Chippewa Valley. Looking for the steal. Marana comes up a little empty. Williams bounce pass into the corner. Petrovic 3, no good. Williams, offensive rebound, goes up, right back up with it, and punching it out, Maloney. Unfortunately for her, she found Stokes. Stokes wears red. She plays for the other team. Result of the play is a turnover. Cut off there. Instead, the 3-point attempt. It's side glass. Carly Moran up ahead now. 54-8, your lead for the Cougars. That's a 2, and it's good. Franzoni. She is the 10th Dakota player to score here tonight. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor called by the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. Dakota not even going to use the timeout to their advantage. They'll just put their 5 on the floor back out. Chippewa Valley appears to be set as well. Under a minute now left to go in the third quarter. Marana looks over at her visitors bench, gets some instructions from her head coach, Jackie Maurer. A little 2-person ball now. As that 3 attempt is on its way, no good. Goralski, number 11, with the attempt. Ripped down by Maloney. looking to charge ahead. Maloney goes coast to coast, unable to complete the play, but she grabs her own rebound. Maloney has it, being guarded there by Marana. Up top to Petrovic, into the corner. The bench rises up on that three-point attempt. As those Carly Moran, who's a very good shooter, has knocked down a couple three-pointers here tonight. Marana going to have to hurry. Under 10 seconds now remaining in the third quarter. Marana's three, no good. Both teams green lights throughout this basketball game as the buzzer will sound. 3 quarters in the books. The Cougars out in front, 56-8. Nine points scored in that abbreviated quarter with the running clock for the Cougars. They outscored Chippewa Valley 9-2 in the quarter. Now, we mentioned at 210 we'll be going to Lake Superior State next year. Angela Petrovic will be playing athletics at the next level, but she won't be playing basketball. She'll be playing softball. She recently committed to play the sport of softball at Central Michigan next year. So good luck to her in Mount Pleasant and fire up chips. First possession of this fourth quarter will belong to Chippewa Valley, and I think Dakota was confused on which way the Chippewa Valley offense would be operating, as all 5 Cougars were kind of in the backcourt, and Chippewa Valley pretty much had a free play offensively, and unfortunately for them, they couldn't cash in. Moran's three on the way is pure. Boy, oh boy, what a display of shooting here tonight by the Dakota Cougars. Really impressive stuff. Well, the question will remain, can they carry this over throughout the rest of the season, and especially in the MAC Red play? One would think so, as Maloney gets an easy look down below. This is a team that got a lot of experience for a lot of different players last year. COVID creating all kinds of chaos, as well as those 2 big injuries to the starting lineup. So some role players had some larger shoes to fill a season ago, as that line drive shot off the hands of Jordan Monroe goes down. Monroe's first bucket of the game. 61-10, drawing the double team. Good pass inside. Backing down the defender is Maloney. And she earned those 2 free throws. Terrific offensive look there for Gracie Maloney. Only a sophomore. Saw minutes last year as a freshman. You can kind of tell she's really starting to get comfortable in that backup role as the post player. Hannah Toutant. Clock continues to run. This 51-point lead make it, well, it's going to stay at 51 as Maloney's spinning free throw does not fall. And outlet pass, I think, caught Jordan Monroe unprepared to catch, so that ball goes out of bounds. Cougar basketball. 5:40 left to go now in regulation. Maloney, little floater, no good. Now we got a tie up. Referee jumps in, separates the combatants. Possession arrow favors the Cougars. It'll stay on this end, 62-10, as they're looking to go to Maloney once again. Good steal by Crystal Stokes. Marana able to put on the brakes, changes directions, directs traffic. Skips a pass over to Stokes, who had her pocket picked. Franzoni comes away with the steal. Over to Tegan Malloy. Petrovic into the corner. That's a long 2, and it's good. Franzoni. (64-10) your score. 4:44 left to go, fourth quarter of play. High pass. Inside the paint, goes up with the 2, no good. And Anchel Watson will shoot 2, and will match her jersey number of 22. They'll get Malloy for the foul. Just her first. Watson's first is off the back iron. Tambry Williams into the game, replaces Malloy. Watson looks for her first point of the basketball game and gets it. Oltersdorf getting some run now at the point guard position, and trapped along the sideline right in front of her home bench is May Franzoni, who goes down to 2 knees to try to keep that possession alive. I'll say last touch by Chippewa Valley, so it'll stay with the Cougars on this end of the floor. Petrovic catches that short pass, drives baseline, took a body, no foul call. They're going to say Petrovic stepped out of bounds. Well, we're going to have to restart. Referee wants the basketball. He gets it. Whoa! We got a running clock, and oh boy. Try this again. And now he fumbles, and okay, here we go. Back to live action, under 3 minutes. Coach Phil McCune kind of had a chuckle out of that moment as well. And why not? His team's up big. Outlet pass, stretch pass, in and off the hands of Maloney. Looking to go inside, intercepted by Oltersdorf, and now she rips the ball away, and we have a foul call against Jordan Monroe. Grace Gutman back into the game. Angela Petrovic. Inside, terrific pass. And Williams is going to have to shoot 2 to earn it. Well, what more can we say about the offensive effort tonight out of the Cougars, getting scoring up and down this lineup? Every healthy player has scored, has seen action rather. India Reese and Gianna Kruk, the only players not available here tonight. Stokes shot no good. Maloney just going to walk one up here, allow her offense to get set. Defers to Petrovic. Petrovic goes to her right side, draws a double team, and her pass is intercepted. Stokes up ahead, lost control of the basketball, and just kind of had to heave one up. They'll say that ball was tipped by the Cougars. Dakota doesn't agree with the call, and rightfully so. And a little maybe of a makeup call perhaps there by the referees for not calling a foul. And this will more than likely do it. I can't imagine Dakota will take a shot here with under 20 seconds remaining, up 52 points, 63-11. They'll just dribble the air out of this basketball and will come away victors here tonight on their home floor. A huge victory in the home opener for head coach Phil McCune and the rest of his Dakota Cougars. They win, final score 63-11. All Cougars all the time here tonight as they come away with a 52-point win. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our hardworking Chippewa Valley Cable crew, including our director tonight, Jim Calderon. For the rest of our staff, I'm Brad Fetter saying good night from Dakota High School. The final score, the Cougars 63, the Big Reds 11. We'll see you next time here on Chippewa Valley Cable. Have a good night.